Adding insult to insult, in the past few minutes, Republicans didn't even have the votes to advance what, for them, is a non-controversial bill to fund the military. That vote was torpedoed by some of the very same holdouts on government funding. Moments ago, some Republicans from more moderate districts voiced their displeasure on the steps of the Capitol. Listen to this.
What we just witnessed was a conservative Republican Party, frankly, look and behave like the minority instead of the majority. What we just saw were 5 individuals vote against a rule to bring to the floor for a vote the most conservative DOD bill in modern history.
Joining me now with the latest on all this from Capitol Hill is my colleague Ryan Nobles. Ryan, where are we right now in the Republican conference? Did we move any closer to keeping the lights on today, or just take more hops and leaps backwards?
Well, I think Congressman Womack's description to you yesterday was pretty apt and continues. It remains an unmitigated disaster, I think, by any measure. But I think maybe the difference between what we saw yesterday and what we're seeing today is this new kind of public frustration from the moderates in the caucus. You know, behind the scenes, we know the moderates have quite a bit of influence with the House Speaker, Kevin McCarthy. But publicly, it seems as though it's the conservatives that run the day, because they're the ones that get in the way of this progress and the deals that the Speaker and his leadership team make behind closed doors. Listen to how the Speaker himself seems to starting to get even more frustrated with this group of breakaway conservatives.
I go ask the farmers.
Going backwards, please.
Why are they voting against being... Think about what they're voting against. They're voting against even bringing the bill up to have a discussion about it, to vote on it. If you're opposed to the bill, vote against the bill at the end. You've got more than 170 amendments. You could change it if you don't like it. But the idea that you vote against a rule to even bring it up doesn't make sense to me.
What about the CR?
Especially when you're talking about defense.
How bad is the CR at this point in terms of getting to the floor?
You'd have to ask the whip about that, but I think that we're making progress.
And it's important for our viewers to understand this, Garrett, that this is a change from McCarthy. You know, it's basically since he took the Speaker's gavel, he's allowed the Freedom Caucus to continue to poke him in the eye, and he just kind of accepts it and says this is just part of the process. This is what happens in a family. We'll figure it out at the end of the day. But we just witnessed 2 different groups of Republican members come to the House steps and really go after this conservative faction. There is a level of frustration that we haven't seen before in the past. They've always directed it at Democrats. Now the fighting is happening within their own conference, and it'll be interesting to see how this plays out going forward.
When I interviewed Dusty Johnson yesterday, he made that point that, you know, the 210 could start really throwing their weight around against the 8 that you would need to get to a minority, whatever it is, the 210 versus the 10, and he thought that would change. I was struck by something that Mike Garcia just told you, the idea that these Republicans are still running things like they are in the minority. Do you think that's a factor here at all? You've got a whole bunch of folks who've never been in a House majority before, a lot of new members in this conference with a new Speaker, and they just functionally, and I don't mean this disparagingly, don't know how to do this when they're responsible for carrying votes on the basic stuff that keeps the government functioning.
Listen, Garrett, you and I have done this a long time, and we know that there's a big difference between being in the minority and being in the majority. And the biggest thing, the biggest advantage, I should say, that you have in being in the minority is that you can be as pure as you want on any particular topic, because you're never forced to get anything over the finish line. And what we see with these Freedom Caucus members in particular is that they've taken this stance of purity that's now put them in a box where they claim they're going to get all this, you know, accomplished for the American people. But at the end of the day, it's not going to pass the Senate, and it's not going to be signed by the president into law. And so you've got to figure out some way forward. And what we saw with these 2 different groups of moderates, a group of veterans and then a group of moderates that were in districts that were won by President Biden, was this sense that they're getting sick and tired of it. And the only option they have here, and they kind of talked about it in broad strokes, about the different leverage points that they have with these members of the majority that aren't acting like it. One of the big options they have is to partner with a small group of moderate Democrats to get things moving. And this group, they were specifically asked about that. We asked about a discharge petition. We asked about other things, and they said everything is on the table, Garrett.
Yeah, look, the mechanism is still a mystery, but a bipartisan agreement is probably how we get out of this. But how and when we get there is a whole other set of questions. Ryan Nobles, thank you for your reporting.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app, or follow us on social media.